The deadline to link Aadhaar card with PAN card has been extended to March 31st, 2018. A 5-judge constitution bench has also been set up to look into petitions challenging the government's move to make it mandatory to link Aadhaar. Now, petitioners argue that linkage of this sort is against the right to privacy. Meenakshi, take us through the deadline first. Now, will this deadline also apply to all the other services where we are supposed to furnish an Aadhaar? Like, for instance, do I get time till March 31st to link my savings bank account also with the Aadhaar?
Well, Kavita, that's an interesting question that you ask. And, you know, if the notification or the announcement is anything to go by from the Ministry of Finance, which one is relying on, incidentally, because this has come by because yesterday there was an assurance from the Attorney General to the Supreme Court, which today has resulted in this kind of a release and announcement from the Ministry of Finance. It does not make any remarks about those people who have an Aadhaar or who do not have an Aadhaar. All that this particular announcement says is that the timeline for linking Aadhaar to PAN cards has been extended to the 31st of March 2018. But Kavita, insofar as linking of Aadhaar to mobile phone is concerned, it is still the 6th of February 2018 because the government has already submitted that this extension can be given only via judicial order, because the linking of Aadhaar to mobile phones had happened in the first place on orders of the Supreme Court in the Lokniti Foundation case. But that apart, Kavita, when the matter is taken up early next week by the top court, we will see some interesting twists and turns, because remember, while the Supreme Court goes ahead and disposes of all the challenges to Aadhaar in the foreseeable future, in the meantime, there are several petitions which are seeking interim relief from the top court, and that is what the Supreme Court Constitution bench will take stock of when it takes into account next week these batch of petitions. And it is then, Kavita, we will have further clarity if or not this applies, extension of deadline applies to only those people who are not in possession of Aadhaar card yet, or whether the government is willing to extend the deadline for even those people who are in possession of an Aadhaar but voluntarily do not want to link their Aadhaar card to other services. So these are the aspects which remain to be addressed, but very soon in the foreseeable future, beginning next week, Kavita, as soon as the Constitution bench convenes, these questions will be answered. But for now, the government has brought effect to its intention, as was highlighted in the government affidavit, by making this announcement that it is willing to extend the deadline to March 2018 for linking PAN card to Aadhaar.